Okay, so now let's start with HTML. Can you tell me what are semantic tags and why we use them?
Okay, semantic tags are those tags which have some meaning. Like we have a header tag, we have a footer tag, we have a aside tag, we have a nav tag. So, like you can assume that if a name is a header, that is containing some kind of main or header text. If it is a footer, it is going to contain footer text like links or the summary or some kind of small description. If it is a nav, then it might be containing a link of different section of the website, or yeah, the same. So yeah, these are like semantic tags, some of the semantic tags I know.
Okay, so can you tell me why we use semantic tags?
So the purpose of using semantic tags is basically for the accessibility as well as SEO purpose. The major one is the SEO purpose, like search engine optimization. We generally have the header tags, so whenever the crawler come on our website to visit our website and see what content is inside, initially they look for the h1 tag inside the header to understand what is the document is having. Then they look for other h2 tags, or they look for the inside the nav what are the link have been provided, and similarly they look for the content. So these semantic tags are very much needed for the purpose of SEO. And apart from that, accessibility is also a point where we generally use the semantic tags, as well as
All right, moving.
it
Okay, okay.
it
Yes.
also increase the readability of the code.
Okay, all right. Now moving on to CSS. Suppose you have a div. How would you center it both vertically and horizontally using flagbox? So my question is clear.
Yes. So suppose
Okay.
I want to like center a div. In that case, I would having a parent div, right? Inside that a child div.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have a parent div it have 100 pixel height and 100 pixel width, and in that you have a 20 pixel width and height div. So you have to center that both vertically and horizontally.
Okay, so I am using flex. In that case, in the parent div, I will align like give it the property flex, display flex, and after that I would be giving it for horizontally aligning it center. I would be giving it like justify content center, and for aligning it vertically, I would be giving it like align item center. So it will align horizontally and vertically to the center of the parent div.
Okay. Can you explain the difference between EM and REM units?
Yeah. So EM and REM is mostly the relative unit. So and EM generally one REM equals to your around 16 pixel. So whenever we provide like the width or any property in EM or REM, so EM whenever we change, it would be taking the like width or the value of that property according to their parent. But when we go with the rem, in that case it is going to take the value from the root, means mostly the body. And generally we use them for the responsive purposes. When we go with the responsive design, we generally use the em and rem over there.
Okay, all right. So can you also know about VW and VH? Where would you use those units?
So VW basically means your view width, or we can say viewport width, and VH generally means the viewport height. So VW is the width of your screen. So whenever you want to align your item according to the screen width changes, in that case we generally use the VW mostly for the responsive design only, and we use the VH in case of when we want to align our items according to our viewport height. Generally, instead of directly using the VH, we always use them with a calc to calculate it on the runtime. Mostly, suppose you have a sidebar, and you have a header, and you have inside that you have your main content, and you want your content box height should always be fixed, and it should not show a scroll behavior. In that case, we will like make it overflow as well as assign it like calc your vh100 minus something, the you can say height of the nav bar, so it would be look like a single page which in which the header and footer would be there and only the content part would be scrolling. So for the responsive purposes we generally use the vw and vh.
Okay, so as you are currently talking about responsive part, so how do you make a web page responsive?
So for creating a web page responsive, I generally follow the mobile first approach. In that we generally create design firstly for or your page firstly for the mobiles, and then we start increasing the width and create it for bigger screen sizes. Generally I follow the mobile first approach. Apart from that, for making it responsive, I generally use flexbox and grid. Mostly I prefer using flexbox for the responsive purpose, and also use the view width and height for aligning items, as well as the text size is mostly given in the em or rem, so that it could be like easily changeable according to the screen size. And like generally I prefer using bootstrap or tailwind frameworks, but everything couldn't be achieved through bootstrap or tailwind, so in that case we also use the custom css. Mostly I use the media queries to handle some of the scenarios, like we are decreasing the screen width and some of the content is breaking. In that case I generally prefer using media queries, because they are the best ways according to me to make the like web page responsive or handle such screen scenarios.
Okay, so as you said, you use like Flagbox. So any specific reason behind that?
I have used both grid and flexbox, but mostly when start using flexbox, I figure out that it allows us to, like, if you have every item in horizontally aligned, so flexbox give us the property of flex wrap and other properties, so they automatically align you can say vertically as well. So and mostly I prefer using, because I have mostly in practice of using flagbox, I less use the grid. So that was reason. Mostly you can say in less css we can achieve more things according to me using flagbox.
Okay, but as you say, like vertically, for vertical alignment, you use like Flagbox. It is easy for you to achieve your which behavior you want. But like grid follows two-way structure, as you know or not about that. Uh, Basically, Flagbox is a one-way approach, and grid is a two-way.
Yes.
So
Yeah, but like as a grid will provide you like you can set in your elements in both the ways, like x and y direction, but using flexbox we can achieve the same. And mostly I have used flexbox. So generally when I have like suppose I have three element and I decrease the screen size, and I want that one element should automatically go below in the second line, then mostly flex wrap come over here, which is like aligned directly with your flex box, so it according to me saves some extra codes of css. That's why I prefer using it.
okay, so as we are currently talking about web page responses, so do you know the approximate viewport width of a typical tablet screen?
uh, According to me it's like around 768, 680 to 768.
Okay. Okay, so now moving towards JavaScript, let's talk something about JavaScript. What is the difference between var, let, and const?
So basically val, let and const, all of three are generally there to declare variables in JavaScript. So let var was used initially before like ES6 have been introduced, and now after ES6 have been introduced they have also introduced let and const inside it. So var is generally used to create a functional variable, a scope of a functional variable. When variable are created with let or const, they generally have a scope of block element, so they are block element and could be accessed inside a block only. Apart from that, if you are like using where to declare a variable, in that case you can redeclare it as well as reinitialize it. But in case of let, you cannot redeclare it, but you can reinitialize the variable. And in case of const, you can only initialize and declare it once. Apart from that, if we talk about the hosting purpose, then all of the three are hosted, but where can be accessed before it's like we, as we declare before its initialization, we can access the where. But it is going to give us undefined, because the default value assigned to a where variable is generally undefined. But in term of let and const, we cannot access them before they are declared. So if we try to like access them before, they generally lie in the temporal dead zone and going to give an error saying that these are inside temporal dead zone, so you cannot access them before their initialization or declaration.
Okay, so as you say about temporal dead zone, can you show me in your console where is temporal, like in inspect mode, where is our temporal dead zone?
Like temporal dead zone could be said as a concept. I cannot show you, but I can say it's a like a concept. But I can like show you a code example how it is going to break if I try to access this before the initialization. Should I like show you the code?
No, no, you do not show the code. I just wanted to know where is temporal dead zone in inspect. If you can show that, you will definitely.
Uh, as far as I know, it's a theoretical concept, so I don't know where it is.
Okay, okay, no worries. So can you tell me how is set timeout different from set interval?
So basically, like both of them are part of timer APIs. So set timeout is generally used when it basically takes two parameters. One is your callback function, and the second one is the timeout period. So set timeout is always going to execute the your callback function after a certain timeout, which you will be providing in MS. Okay, and set interval is basically going to run. It also takes two parameters. One is the callback, second is your interval duration. Suppose you give it an interval duration of 2 seconds, so it will always execute the callback after 2 seconds. So after 2 seconds it will execute, and after 2 seconds it will again execute, and this will go until you clear the interval using the clear interval function. So set interval is going to return you an id, and you need to clear it before, if you want to stop the interval. Same for the timeout, going to return you an id, and you need to clear the timeout using the clear timeout function before it get executed.
Okay. So now can you please share your screen and open any JavaScript compiler?
Okay, please tell me once it's visible. Is it visible?
Yeah. Your screen is visible now. Please open like JavaScript online compiler.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm not sure, it's taking some time. Program is it's taking some time. Like if you want, can I like execute the code in the console only, or should I use the VS Code?
Okay. No worries. Just take your time. I think your network is not stable.
Yeah, I think the speed is less. It's raining outside basically, so it might be like slower.
Yeah, we will do that. If your network is not stable, so we will do that. So, can I tell you the question?
Yes, like should I execute it in the console only, or should I open the VS Code? Uh, Hi, am I audible?
So, can I ask you questions? Like,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
if you do it in console,
Yeah, sure.
I'm audible.
Uh, the network has been gone.
My voice is.
Yes, your voice is audible, but it's showing no screen.
Yeah, you can do it anywhere, wherever you want.
Yes, your screen is visible.
So, my voice is coming or not?
Your voice is coming, but there's some kind of audible. Sorry, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, okay.
Now, can you please try to share your screen?
Yeah, sure, sure. Okay. I will try to. I think now it's. Yeah, it's working.
Okay. Now, you have to write a function to reverse a string.
Okay, I need to write a function from to reverse.
Just take any string.
Okay.
Like you have to take to the new
Okay.
and reverse that.
Okay. Suppose I take it like straight. I will. Okay, so I haven't taken a string like hello to the new, and I need to reverse it, right? I want to know like,
Yeah.
do I need to directly print it, or I need to print it like uh, in the way like WEN and then ETH?
Yeah, you have to like print the WEN and then EHT and then OT, then OLLEH like that.
Okay, 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 okay. I understand.
You have to properly reverse it.
Oh yeah.
Like that is a different thing that I think you have asked. First a new is print, then THE like that. No, I did not wanted that.
Okay, I understand. You want to just reverse this WEN then
Yeah, yeah,
space.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. I will do it. I will do it. Okay, I need to just revert this. In that case, I would start going from let I equals to str dot length minus 1, and I will just say I is until I is greater than equals to 0, and after that I will start decrementing the I. So this will be what I'm doing. I'm like traversing it from the length towards the 0th index, and trying to add this inside the new string, and I'll just console and say new string. New string. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, got it. Now you have to reverse the words in a sentence, like put the same string and now reverses the words.
Okay, so I need to like reverse the words, right?
Uh,
Mm.
Now just like new, the, to, hello, like that.
Okay, okay, okay. What I can do? Hmm, I can take it like arr equals to str dot split basis of the spaces and array, and I will say instead of this I will say arr length reverse new string equals to arr dot length minus 1, and then I'll say while as greater than 0 I will starting new string will be showing new string, and then str of I instead it would be giving you arr of I, and it would be adding a space. So it would be adding a space every time, and if I is not to 0 will add r. Hmm. String, I think
Your output is not.
new the to hello. I think it's. I think you're confused. Let me fix this. Is it good?
Can you explain your code?
Yeah. So basically, what I am doing here, I have this string, and the string I need to like reverse each word. So new should be at the front, the, to, hello. So basically, what I did, I just used this split function, giving it the like identify the spaces and split the whole string on the basis of spaces. So it will always give me an array, sorry, and the array would be containing like hello would be the at the 0th index, 2 would be at the first index, the would be at the second index, and new would be at the final index. So I can like show you. It would be like it would be like this. First I would be having hello, then 2, and after that the next index is the, and after that I would be getting the new. So and after that I have used the same approach. I have used the new string and started traversing the array from the last. Firstly I take the new and appended it to the new string, and that after that I said if I equals to not equals to 0, so in that case it would be like to add a space. So it will add a space after new I will be having a space like this, and after that I move to the next element, the, added it again to the string and added a space after that again, and after that for the 2 as well, again a space, and as soon as I raise the hello, it is at the 0 index, so it would be adding hello, the last one, but not adding a space because at the end we don't have any space. So this case is basically adding space everywhere, leaving the 0th index. So I got this string reverse like this.
Okay, got it. Now, like you have an array that contains both unique and duplicate elements. Now you have to do that. You have to extract only the unique elements and then multiply all the even numbers by 2.
Okay.
So can you do that?
Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
first like help me to write the array so I can understand it more. Suppose I have an array.
Just take an array, both unique and duplicate elements. Like you have to take like 1 and then 5, then again 1, then 6, then 2, then again 1, then 5, then 9, then 2, then 6, then 4, and then 9.
Okay. So over here, what do I need to find the unique
Now you
element.
have to extract all the unique elements from that and then multiply all the even numbers by 2.
Okay.
Now got my question?
Yeah, extract unique and multiply even, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so first I will try to like extract the unique element from this array. So as it is an array, I can use set to like get the unique elements, or I can use a an object, tracker object, to get all the unique elements. So I would be using this set approach, and unique elements, and I can write new set, and after that I will be using array. So like this will get me all the unique elements, means I have got all the unique elements. Okay, now the issue is I'm not getting to access it. Unique elements. So over here I have got all the unique elements, and after that I need to access this set. Can I use the like object approach?
Yeah, you can.
So uh, I want the unique elements, right? So I want the unique elements, and initially I put an array. Okay. So I will just try to traverse this for let I error. Okay, I will try with some, and I will just create an tracker. I will get in track, and after that I will as I am traversing the array, I will put track of error of I equals to your I, or just leave it, and this will get me all the, I will just use object dot keys in the track and put it inside this, and now over here I will get all the unique elements. Like I have got all the elements. Now I need to check whether the elements are even or not. So for that, what I can do, I can again traverse the array. I have got all the unique elements. I will just look for what I will do, I will just look for the even ones. Okay, check if number of array of I modulo 2 sorry, it's unique elements. So I have the unique elements. I am traversing the unique element array, and I am converting it to number, dividing by 2 and checking if modulo equals to 0, then it is even. In that case, at that particular index I would be like multiplying it by 2. Which is your number, and again pushing back to that, and after that I will have console.log for the unique elements again. So I think it would be, I would be getting it multiplied by 2. So it says 4 4 to the 8, 5 6 to the 12, and then 9 as it is.
But as you see, like some numbers are in string and some are in numbers. So like I want all will be on like all will be in numbers.
Okay. So
Like as we have taken array equals to all numbers.
okay, I will just fix this as well. I have this, I will just say okay, 1 4 8 5 12 and 9. So it's basically back to the number.
Okay. Now like can you explain what closures are?
Yes. So basically, closures basically means close, enclose the surrounding environment and keep them alive. So in case of closure, whenever basically closure return an function, and that function always have access to their outer variables, even the outer function have been executed or finished execution. Still, if it had access to their outer variables. For example, suppose I have a counter, I have a closure function. Inside that I have a variable like counter, and it closure basically returns me a new function. So that new function will always have access to that counter variable which is inside the outer function.
Can you explain me with any code?
Yeah, sure, sure. I like remove this.
Yeah, sure.
So closures. Okay, I need to create a closure. So I can have like const counter, and that I will be having an arrow function. Okay, this is basically my arrow function, which is self execution. So inside that, suppose I have a variable as count equals to initially 0, and after that it returns me a function which have access console.log. What I can do, I can give you a function initially return, and have a console log function, and console log function will always be returning. So what I can do before doing this, it will return me a function which basically says count plus plus, and it says console.log, sorry, console.log count, and after that we can have this counter. Counter, it says count 0, and oh yeah, it's done. Should I explain this?
Yeah, please.
Oh, so what is going over here? I have a like counter variable, and inside that I have a ify basically immediately invoke function expression. As I am putting this parenthesis at the last, so it will execute it automatically when it reads its definition. Okay, so inside the function definition we have a variable known as count, and this function, as I said, closure return a function, so it is returning a function. The function is first like consoling the count, and after that it is incrementing the count. So from the outside, as it is getting executed, it is going to keep the surrounding this part and close the surrounding environment and put it inside the closure. It will save it inside the closure with its surrounding. So it will have a, like you can say, a local state which will have persistent data like count. So when I first call the counter, it get me value 0 and increment the count value as 1. So this counter will print 0 and store the value 1. Next time when I again call it, it is going to remember the previous value, that incremented value is 1. So now it is again going to like print the value first, which would be 1, and then increment it, and same for the third. So closures are like this.
Okay. So can you explain me what are promises in JavaScript and why do we use them?
So promises basically are like promises promise you that they are definitely going to give you an output. In JavaScript, generally promises are used to handle asynchronous operations. Suppose you are doing an API call and the data returning from the API need to execute the next line of the code. So without the data without the data from the API, we cannot go to the next line of code. In that case, we generally use the promise to handle asynchronous operation. So what is promises are like always used with async await to like say JavaScript wait until this promise get resolved. Once it gets resolved, we will get the data and it will start executing for the next line. And apart from that, promises basically have three states. One is your like pending state. Initially promise is in its pending states. Then promise takes your two parameter resolve and reject, which are also their states. Resolve, whenever condition satisfy, it get resolved whenever we call the resolve function, and it get rejected whenever we call the reject function inside a promise. So this is this much.
Okay, have you ever implemented debouncing? Could you write a simple debounce function?
Okay, yeah, sure. Please give me a minute. Okay, so I need to like should I write in this, or I can use like in React? Mostly I've implemented the code with the inside the React only, or should I create
No,
a
no, no. You
JavaScript?
have to write in JavaScript.
Okay, a JavaScript function for the debounce, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, should I remove this?
Yeah, yeah, remove.
Okay, so I need a debounce. Okay. So in debounce we generally wait for the user to stop typing, and after some time we just get the data printed, right? Okay, I will write the code. So suppose I create a function known as debounce. Okay, and this debounce is going like this. Okay, so as I know this debounce is going to be closure, it will always return me a function. Now it is going to return me a function. First thing, if I am implementing a debounce, I will get a search term which the user is typing. First thing. Secondly, I can get a callback BACK, which need to be executed after a time period, and after that I am getting the delay, that after this delay this like function should be, the callback function should be executed. So for that what I can do, I can just say I have a timeout id, and I will initially keep it as null, and then I will say initially I will keep it as null. So it will be a closure, so it will be getting me the timeout id. So I will say if I get the anytime I get the timeout id instead of this, so clear timeout, inside that I will always have the timeout id. So if any previous like timeout is inside the API, in that case it would be removing that uh, particular set timeout function. And after that I will schedule a timeout. I will have my timeout, new timeout id equals to set timeout, and inside that I will have the your callback. I will directly say as callback. I will have this callback executing after a delay, and the delay is also provided in form of ms. I would be assuming that the delay is always coming in millisecond. And once I like schedule this timeout, this timeout id would be placing over here inside this, and after that it is going to return me when I implement the debounce. It is going to be doing it like this. It is going to I can just put it inside this, and this function should always be there inside the return timeout, that if any timeout id is present, remove it from the timeout id, and place a new timeout id, and use the set timeout to call the callback after a certain period of time. What I can do, I can use a ify over here to immediately invoke the function, or I can debounce. So this debounce will get executed, and it will like the previous code, it is going to surround the timeout id and everything inside this, and going to store it for always. And after that, once we execute the new debounce, ebounce, we need to pass all of the data, like the search term. Suppose it is a b c, and after that abc we have the callback. Callback is like console.log debounce working, and after that we have a delay of 2 seconds, so it should work similar like this. Error, it says it is going to return me a function because it's goes through clear timeout. Let me timeout id equals to, okay, sorry, my fault, my bad. Let's go to this clear timeout. Internal invalid flag says callback argument must be type receive function, so we are passing the callback from here. We are executing the debounce, saying we are getting the, at the same time we are returning a new function, so this would get executed. And I can like instantly create me a direct debounce, or I can it is saying a function received undefined, callback argument must be type function received undefined. Okay, understood. I need to pass it whenever I am calling this, I need to pass this at the initials. As I understand, it should be here for the abc debounce working, and it should go with the new debounce, and it says timeout id equals to set timeout callback delay assignment to a constant variable. Okay, next. Okay, it is debounce is working. Now with a value we can say a search term. Search term is my debounce is working. I'm like I can like initially for the execution console.log date dot now, and as soon as it get executed, date dot now. So exactly after like 2 seconds, the you can say the debounce would be working. I will just get it from here and add it to over here. I will just create a curly braces, and after that I will console dot let me just fix this in a proper format. Debounce working, and after that this function, after that 2 milliseconds of delay, and this is like this. Okay, now it says debounce working and getting a semicolon after that, which is wrong. This should be like this. Date dot now and same. So basically my debounce is working over here, like it as okay.
Yeah, you are saying something?
Yeah, like I'm done.
Okay.
Like I cannot directly get the typing behavior, else I would be having the typing behavior. In that case I would be doing this in JavaScript.
Okay.
This is the way I think.
Okay, so moving to the next question, can you know what is event bubbling in the DOM?
Yeah, basically event bubbling, you can understand it like a bubble in the water. Like when we see a bubble in water, is it basically rises from the surface, sorry, from the bottom of the water, and started rising to the surface. Similarly in JavaScript, events also bubbles. Suppose you have a grandchild, you have a parent, and you have a subchild. So in bubbling, what will happen? If you click the grandchild, it will start bubbling automatically to the parent and start going to the grandparent, and this bubbling will happen until it reaches to the root, means the body of that HTML. So event will start propagating towards the you can say towards the body. That is event bubbling.
Okay, so do you know what the difference between React and Next.js?
Yeah. So like React is basically a library, client-side library, and Next is basically a framework built on top of React. So mostly Next also uses React, but some of the like concepts like React doesn't have a proper folder structure, but and as well as a routing method to handle routing properly. But Next is a framework which has a proper folder structure. It has everything defined in its folder structure as well as a proper routing method. So Next generally have like folder name as pages, inside which we generally have all of the routes. So if I want to create a route, suppose a dashboard, in that case I would be creating a file inside that routes folder and like naming it as dashboard. It will automatically attach it with the route. So whenever you try to get the dashboard route from the your URL, it will always redirect you to that particular component. So Next has this routing or app routing inbuilt in it. Apart from that, Next also provide you like static site rendering, server side props, as well as a static site generation, which make it better. In term of SEO, React is way, you can say, worse compared to Next. Next was introduced for the purpose of SEO only. It is very SEO friendly, and you can do a better SEO optimization, or you can achieve a better SEO score from Next.js, because it also allows you to add custom headers, which React doesn't allow. And you can say React take time to load at the initial or at the first phase. React time to load, but in case of Next.js, you can suppose you are using a blog website, and the data is not going to be changed very frequently. In that case, you can use the static site generation, which will create a static site on the server only and start giving the static pages, start sending the status pages to the client. So the initial load time is very fast, and the like UI come to the front end very fast, it appear very fast, which is a very good experience for the users. Apart from that, for the dashboard purposes or wherever the data is too much changing, next handles that as very well. And next has, apart from that, next generally uses like static site generation and other properties which make it better from React.
Okay, so do you know what are like use callback, use memo, and why do we use these in React?
Okay, like use callback, use memo generally are used to memoize. Memoize basically means we are putting everything into the memory. So whenever instead of initializing everything from the starting, we can directly pick it from the memory and place. Can I write a code and let you explain through it, because it would
Yeah,
be more
sure.
handy for me. Yeah. So suppose I have a component. Let my component should be like dashboard, caps. Okay, next. So over here I have created a basic component in React. So this is a dashboard component, and what happens, suppose we like change any state inside the dashboard, this whole function is going to re-render every definition inside this. Means this whole, you can say this is a variable. So whenever the re-rendering is done, this variable is going to declare again, as well as the function definition is also going to create again and going to assign to that variable, which takes some of your extra efforts, extra operations, as well as extra computations. And if we think majorly about this, then do we need to, like, we know that this definition is always going to be same, this is not going to be changed after time and time, it is always going to be same. But whenever the rendering is done, if you know, a React component can render like hundreds of time, and every time if each of the function is getting declared and reassigned and a new variable is always getting assigned, that is going to take a lot of computation, and as well as going to impact the performance of the component, increase the load time of the component, and as this shouldn't be done. So we generally use the use callback over here to memoize the function. So what it will do, it will just copy this function and put inside the memory. Whenever you will say I need the print hello function, it will directly get and place it over here, copy and paste, and no computation is being done, no reassignment is being done, it is directly going to place it over here, saving your computation time as well as reducing the loading time of the UI. Same in term of use memo. Suppose this whole component is being re-rendered again and again, and we have suppose a child component inside this, and we have some kind of props inside this dashboard. Now okay, so we have the dashboard, and inside that we are getting a props, and the prop name is used inside the dashboard, and we also have a child component, right? So whenever we will change the props, the name should be changed. Suppose I change the name from the parent, in that case this component name should change accordingly, this text should change. But as I am changing the prop, does this child is using the prop? It is not using the prop. Still the child will always get re-rendered. This will always like why this will unmount it from the DOM, create a new component again, and again create this child component again. Suppose it is a large component, and whenever the dashboard component re-renders, the prop changes, it is always going to load that larger component inside the dashboard. And suppose it is a larger component, so it will take some time to create, it will take some time to render, and this will always impact your dashboard component performance. Instead, what could have we done to like fix this issue? We know that child definition is never changing, we can put it as static. So what we can do, we can just memorize it and put it into the memory as it is. We know that even the prop is changing, the child component definition is never changing, so we can directly put the code re-render. It will, what it will do, it will also save your time, it will impact the performance, it will make the performance better, slow, like lesser the computation time, and the rendering time of that component would be lesser. So basically memoization, your use memo is there to memorize your component, and your use callback is there to memorize your function, both for increasing your performance of your component. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so now I will ask you some pseudo code. You have to tell me the output of that code. Okay.
Okay.
I am pasting the codes in the chat box.
Okay.
Just see.
Oh yeah. So I need to tell the output.
Just tell me the output of that.
Okay, so we have let a equals to 10, so the value of a is going to be 10. Then we have the set timeout, and inside that we are consoling log a, and we are saying print this after the delay of 0 ms, and then we have the value a equals to 20. So it would be like 10, it would be printing 10, because it is declared with let. So this will create a local copy of this while putting it inside your like macro queue, and whenever it will get executed, we can see the value as 10. If it would be var here, if it would be var, then it could be value like 20 when it prints.
So you are saying that currently it will print 10.
Yes.
Okay. Now the second one.
Okay, so inside this we have a var I equals to 0, I is lesser than 3. Okay, increment I, timeout equals to console.log I, and then after 100 ms I need to execute this. So this is going to like lesser than 3. Okay, this will give you output as 3 always 3, because we have declared the I with the var, so it is global, and it will update the value to 3, and whenever the console will be there, it would be printing 3, 3 and 3.
Okay, now the third one.
Okay, I equals to 0, I lesser than 3. Now it started with the let. In that case, it would be giving you first would be 0, then 1, 2 and 3. 0, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Now tell me the output of that code.
So as this is from the hosting, we will say this would be undefined.
Okay, so you are saying that it will print undefined.
Yes, we can see like this is hosted, as I say where is being hosted, but the initialization is kept, and if we try to access it before its initialization, then it would print undefined, so it would be undefined.
Okay, now next question.
Okay, so this grid is part of this, right? This whole is 1. Am
Okay. Are you saying something?
Yes, I'm saying that this greet is part of this code, right?
No, no, no. It is different from it.
Like I have function greet.
Yeah.
And
And the upper grid is the calling, and like where my where equals to 5, it is different.
okay, okay. So
Uh,
if you have the like you are trying to call the function before its definition, that's not an issue because initially JavaScript hosts the regular function with the definition. So this would be taken at the top, and it would after that the greet would be executed. So we would be getting hello instead of an error. We would be getting hello as an output.
okay. So it is a like a simple function. If it is a arrow function, so is that any impact on on the output?
Yeah, if it is an arrow function, now it depends if you are using var, let or const. It would be going as same. If var, it might give you and like if it is var and you are trying to execute this, then it is also going to break. It will have a undefined and we cannot execute undefined. And if it is let and const, in that case you might get a trying to access temporal its own error.
Okay. Now the next one is that.
Const person name John. Okay, person dot name equals to do. Okay, person dot name person. Okay, it's like the it would be name equals to do name do. Sorry, we are trying to person dot name. Yeah, it's do. I'm audible.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want, I can like try to explain the concept as well. If you want.
Can you tell me the what will be the output of that of this code?
This one.
Yes.
Yeah, it will have an output as do. We are like we have a const, we have an object name and name as John, but we are trying to access person dot name. So we can like change it, even though it's const, we can change the object value as do. So if we try to access person dot name, it would be do.
Okay, fine. Now next question.
Okay, console log 5 and string. Okay, so over here we have a 5 as a string and then we are trying to add 3 to it, so this would be like 53 in string. And for this we have 5 and we are trying to subtract. So if we trying to subtract, in that case JavaScript will convert this into number, so it would be 5 minus 3, which would be 2. One is 53 string, another is 2 number.
Okay, so can you tell me what will be the output of the first console?
I would do like this one, right?
Yes.
It's 53 in form of string.
Okay. Now the next question.
Next is this, right? Console.log start promise.resolve. Then console.log promise, console.log end. I think some. Okay, it's okay. I got it. Okay, so it will print start, and then we will have our promise, but it will print end, start, end, and after that it will print your promise.
Okay. Now the next question.
Type of null is basically object. Null is of type object.
The next question.
Okay, console.log. Okay, this is object. We have name Alice, say hello function, timeout function, console.log hi, this is name, and after that 100-second object.say hello. So we have object.say hello. We are executing this say hello function, which is say hello, and we are executing this saying set timeout. Set timeout is having a callback function which is saying console log hi this dot name. This would be referring to this surrounding object. So this dot name would be the Alice. So it would be saying hi Alice after 100 ms.
Okay. So that's all from my side. And HR will give feedback on your performance.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.